Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Joel Rosen and I'm really happy to announce an upcoming workshop that we're hosting in my office right here in West Boca Raton, Florida this coming Wednesday, October 21st at 6:30 p.m. And the topic of this workshop is called, Why Do I Still Have Thyroid Symptoms when my lab tests are normal? I can't tell you how many times I've done a workshop where I've started with a patient that told me, Doctor, my blood tests are normal, yet I still feel tired, I still can't lose weight no matter how much I go to the gym or how much or how little I eat. I have brain fog, so I can't focus, I can't concentrate. I come out of the mall and I don't know where I put my car, or I'm in the middle of a conversation and I forgot the words that I was going to use, and I'm bloated and I have constipation. My joints hurt. I'm losing my hair, the outside of my eyebrows, and the doctor says my lab tests are normal. This workshop is based on this book, Why Do I Still Have Thyroid Symptoms Even Though My Lab Tests Are Normal? Do you know that 80% of patients that have hypothyroid symptoms, all the things we mentioned, difficulty losing weight, feeling cold, can't focus, can't concentrate, have gastrointestinal problems, don't have any energy, just crash, don't focus and concentrate. 80% of those patients have an immune-based problem. What that means is they're Hashimoto's. Their own immune system is attacking their thyroid in this case, and no matter how much Synthroid or Armour or Cytomel or T3, T4 compounds that they go on, it's not going to fix the problem. And so I want you to hear from a patient of ours who came to a workshop, and she was running from doctor to doctor, doing one test after the next, doing colonoscopies and CTs, and basically wasn't even told that she has a Hashimoto's problem when the blood tests were right there in front of her. So I'll let you hear from her. What did the doctors tell you before? They just said that it was hypothyroid and that it was in your head.
Yes, I was given prescriptions for antidepressants because I cried a lot, because I had anxieties. They told me that I had all sorts of things. I had all kinds of tests. I had colonoscopy, endoscopy, brain tests, things like that. And then when I came to you, you told me that I have Hashimoto's.
Right.
That was the first time I'd even heard of it.
Right,
so.
right. That's a really important point, because first of all, they've done all these tests with you, and at the end of the day, they just told you that you're hypothyroid and nothing's wrong, and that you must be crazy if they can't find the results. And one of the things that's really important to note is you saw me January 2015, and you had blood results from, I think, April 2014. And one of the things that leaped off the pages was the fact that your thyroid antibodies were 1,800 and 1,600, something like that.
Yes.
And so just for those that don't know, anything above 34 or 1 for those two types of antibodies are considered positive. So you had 1,800. So that's huge. And for you to not even know that, that's a huge problem, obviously. But we did blood tests again in May. And we found out of this year, and we found out that those antibodies went from 1,800 to 200, and so that's awesome.
Yes.
However, it's still, like you said, you're not 100%, you're 80% better, not 100% out of the woods, and that comes down to now continuing to tinker and figure out what the next solution is. But it's just shame because you were never told exactly, what your problems were and what was going on. And we've cleaned up the diet, we've cleaned the gut. Not that your diet was bad before, but we removed the specific foods that we determined you were reacting to. And then we did some supplements to help support the adrenal glands, and we doubled. I think we got a really good increase in your total cortisol levels from one test to the next test. So everything's doing great, and now we're on to our next phase, and that's how we've incorporated our genetic reports into there, and giving you some support that way so that you can make energy better, you can detoxify better. What would you say to anyone who is skeptical of my office in general, or functional medicine specifically? Because a lot of patients that I see that don't begin with us or inquire with us, they have some skepticism. So what would you say your skepticisms are, or were? Or for those that are?
Yeah, I didn't have skepticism. I've been looking for something, and when I found you, I knew immediately I was in the right place. For those who are skeptical, I would say give it a try. I mean, there's nothing you can lose except, you know, those years.
Right. The other thing you said too was you had to be ready. You know, some people aren't ready.
Some
to
people
hear
want
the
to take
information.
medicine, but every time you take the medicine, it makes you kind of that much worse. It's like a domino effect, and you have to take more to keep feeling better and more and more. I don't take medicine, so I knew that that's not the route I wanted to go. I think don't wait till you get to the point where you feel as horrible as I did.
Right.
I think, you know, give it a try, do a little research before. I think it's the best thing I've done.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, it's 100 times worth it.
Yeah.
So hopefully you got a little bit out of her story. What's amazing is her thyroid antibodies were in the 800s, and traditional medical model does not look at trying to bring down the thyroid antibodies. They look at basically giving you prednisone or blockers or Synthroid or something that's going to temporarily give your thyroid some support, but at the end of the day, it's not going to help the immune system. So in our workshop, we're going to go over what you can do naturally to help recover from a thyroid problem. And it's more than what you think. It has to do with balancing your blood sugar and delivering enough oxygen and absorbing foods and fixing your hormones and food sensitivities and heavy metal toxicities. All of these things that no one is telling you about, that you can get wonderful, wonderful information. And so you're going to leave this workshop with a whole lot of information. It's completely free. You just have to reserve because we fill up very, very quickly coming now that we're in season. Give my office a call. It's 561-883-0090, and I look forward to helping you in your recovery of your thyroid nightmare. Thank you so much.